to have my video, likeness, and audio recorded for this very purpose.
Okay, so Heather, when I ask you the questions for this interview, I need you to repeat the question back to me, whatever I just said. If I say, just kind of repeat the general gist of the question back to me and then answer it.
No problem.
And also, you're not going to hear a lot of reaction from me because I might be laughing or I might be reacting. So if you don't hear anything from me, it's because I don't want to cut over your audio, okay?
Right, absolutely.
If you're not hearing anything from me.
Okay.
Let me pull up my questions.
I have a list of possible answers, things I was thinking about, so...
Awesome, great.
Yeah.
We'll splice and dice and bricolage and cut up and put our creative heads together.
Right, because as Socrates once said, friendship should be begun slowly, but once in place, something to that effect can be firm and constant. And that's what I'm trying to say to you, Genevieve. Firm and constant, but a slow friendship.
Excellent. So you are interested in philosophy, I take it.
I suppose that maybe one of the first performance artists would be probably Socrates. So I feel a real affinity with a lot of philosophical thought or theory, but I don't purport to even judiciously read or understand things. I'm not really interested in an ivory tower of intellectualism, but a much more playful sport of working with theory, which is like, it's like my background, I ran away to California to be a stripper at 19, and then I eventually went to Yale. So that's not what you consider, a philosophical sort of journey, and yet that really has been for me. So I suppose I'm considered a philosopher.
Okay, hold on one second. Heather, you're cutting out a little, so I'm gonna...
Cutting out a little? I can work with a glitch. I'm very, very interested theoretically in glitch.
I'm just gonna open my window a little, and sometimes that makes a difference.
Glitch.
There's a snowstorm here, so I'm trying to fight the window and the snowstorm. Okay.
Glitch.
So I'm just going to start with my questions. Heather, what made you want to apply for this show?
Well, I suppose it's my interest.
Sorry, can you start again and say, I'm auditioning for this show because...
I'm auditioning for this show because of my interest in constructing an identity, an avatar, living on Facebook. My sort of historical interest would be Josh Harris's Living in Public project and sort of a lot of things that were raised about this idea of living in public. So I was interested in that. I feel comfortable in a Facebook reality. I like the idea of basically jockeying to be a friend of yours because I'm interested in your professional artistic practice and your Facebook persona. I'm a friendly person in general, but I think most importantly, it's the fact that you're looking for someone to accompany you, give you help with your makeover, and I believe in makeover, also in transformation, in its power and potential in someone's life, as I've had many makeovers and transformations in mine. So that's my bracket of why I want to be chosen as the most ideal candidate for your friend.
Excellent. That makes a lot of sense to me. That is one of the things I'm really looking for in this friend, the person who wins the competition, is somebody who can understand where I'm coming from in wanting this makeover, that it's not really that I want, to be normalized in some way, but that I am interested in going through a transformation that brings me to my next step as an artist or as an expressive individual. And I'm also interested in challenging the regime that has been sort of set up on this other reality show of what should be expected from me for my appearance. But going back to, I want to go back to Facebook, because you understand that we're going to be living and performing within the confines of Facebook. How long have you been on Facebook? How big of a part does it play in your daily life?
I think I've been on Facebook for 3 years. And before that, it was MySpace and Friendster before that. I think that I'm interested in creating a very active studio space with Facebook. It's a bit like a sketchbook or an ulterior website for me. It's an opportunity for me to play with this idea of becoming another persona or becomings in general. I'm also really interested in how, in terms of pop psychology, how much people want to be your friend or like something, or, you know, super poking, or the also stalking that is sort of, it's an interface for stalking, it's an interface for intimacy, and yet it's a removed interface for intimacy. And so it's a very interesting space to me for those reasons. Why I also have like 15,000 pictures is because I'm really trying to play within that space versus seeing it only.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that last sentence? You cut out just a little, and I thought it was really interesting. You said you're really trying to play. You have 15,000 pictures because you're trying to.
I'm really trying to play within that space with my persona and what's possible with Facebook. I'm interested in interstitial spaces, as my friends have sort of instigated in me to be interested in spaces in between spaces. So yes, I could just say, oh, yeah, we're friends of each other, but I don't really know you. I mean, I try and keep it very open. Like if someone just chats me on Facebook, I just talk with them. I feel like it's an opportunity to have an experience with other people in this. Well, I really feel that people want to be intimate, and yet they're afraid to. So with this interface, they're now capable of doing that. But they're also capable of creating an avatar of their self. And, you know, now you can even untag a picture you don't like of yourself. So there's a lot of possibilities and new forms within Facebook. So I see it as very artistic space.
Yeah. Do you see this interspace that you're talking about?
Interstitial, yes.
Interstitial space. Is that the space between people, relationships? Is that what you mean by that space?
Interstitial really refers to sort of an abstract space between things, which I also consider desire. So the space between two people, between two bodies of information is very interstitial. And it's a real place of like anything's possible. Anything is there's a potential there in an interstitial space, being in between spaces. So maybe some people just say, oh, Heather, I really like a lot of your pictures on Facebook, but they don't really know my video and performance work and my visual work, but they tolerate all these interesting pictures. So I feel that that's a place for me to gain an art audience that I wouldn't naturally have. And
do you feel